Here he is, the main man up front. Will want to give Ange Postecoglou something to remind him that he's capable of playing in that number 9 role. Should Kane, I was going to say, be injured or indeed maybe even move from the club. Let's
the warranty for the manager.
It is Araujo who is player. Rafinha to ball across, looking for Lewandowski, who puts Barcelona ahead. And a fine opening goal from Barcelona. Rafinha outpacing Davinson, and Lewandowski doing what Lewandowski does best.
Well, only 2 minutes and a half for Barcelona to break the deadlock. And what a fine goal, Rafinha doing what Xavi wants him to do, break to the space, and then the assist, magnificent for Robert Lewandowski, who puts the ball at the back of the net, and it's
looking for a way back into the game. There's Solomon down the line, but Sic now in his familiar wing position, and he spent so much of his time at Spurs in a wing back. Sanchez across, it's cut out, and there's Rafinha, and a golden chance, and it certainly has been Spurs' problems.
Well, what a chance now for Barcelona, just
being added to the squad. Ange Postecoglou also saying he wanted another player in. There is a new central defender who has travelled out with the Spurs team in the minutes in Spurs colours, but a nasty clash there in midfield. There's Oliver Skipp, who's down for Spurs. Paid for another player who really has something to prove in the shape of Sergio Reguilón. Maybe only 10 minutes in Albert, but Montjuic will reach it ahead of Lo Celso, and that will be won by Reguilón, headed back to the club. Not to much fanfare, but as you say, could be a really crucial player this season, as Yves Bissouma just tries to prod the ball back, does well. Davinson Sanchez then found Porro. Lo Celso, just for Spurs fans watching, Davinson Sanchez playing on the left of the defence. Normally he's employed on the right, but then so too Eric Dyer, who's not
gone in the second half.
At the back, the visitors here, and there is the danger of that, rather than looking for a cross to a head. But
with Oriol Romeu, of course, but he's making the job so far.
We've been talking about Oriol Romeu, former Girona player, Pedro Porro as well, of course. As that tackle on Solomon on, Porro will look to get the cross in, and it flies. Pedro Porro lifts it into the air, and the header down. Ter Stegen comfortably able to prevent Richarlison from getting on the end of Sanchez's header there. On the feet of Oliver Skipp, Spurs now given an opportunity, and it will be a second corner in quick succession as Richarlison's effort is blocked at source.
Spurs now getting into the match.
Well, drives it into the area. Farim Barca can now bring it away. There is a strategic foul, let's call it.
And it was Balde already.
Racing onto it, Lewandowski just holding back. He tried to get the cross in. You've got to say Pedro Porro did very well on Sunday. Barca against Getafe, and Tottenham travelling.
Real Madrid, Lucas.
Lewandowski trying his luck from distance. Vicario with a very dramatic save to palm that one away, and Rafinha picks up the rebound. Tottenham back in numbers, and Reguilón brings the ball back, and then foul by Rafinha. But a fine strike from Levant. I was going to say 3 against 4, but 5 Tottenham players trying that, or just misfired, as that ball is lifted straight in and pass into space on that far side, and never afraid to try his luck. Insulating layer as Lo Celso drives that in, and it clatters against the woodwork. They're now back in defensive positions, all 10 now. Get back to Barca's registering in just a moment. It's an opportunity for Spurs, and they are level, and it's Oliver Skipp with the goal. Barca opened up, initially down the left by Reguilón. They have been pressing. They've had 3 corners, Tottenham, in the last few minutes. An unexpected source for the goal, but Oliver Skipp with a neat finish after the ball had come back off the post.
Well, it's fair to say, Lucas, that the Spurs, they deserved.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. استكمالا لدروس التطبيق ده اللي اسمه عربي